Hello and welcome to another Colonial Empires video. Now this video today is going to be extremely short because I don't know why, I just didn't play that much when I did the recording. Also, there's going to be a lot of costs to this one. Foreshadowing. Now the raid came and fell as fast as it came. I don't know where I was going with that. It was a really easy raid if you couldn't tell. I mean, it looked stressful when I was playing, but it wasn't that hard. I thought I was gonna die. Anyways, they fell really fast and began to flee. We killed the remaining ones that were still nearby. Well, for those who don't know, I actually have really big plans for this series. I plan to make a whole empire just out of these 6, 7 people. Now another raid did come. I'm not gonna say this one was the easiest. We began shooting at them to just learn Talia had been shot in the head and unfortunately passed away. They knew they could have just seen Talia fall from the amount of gunshot she got. It was only till after the battle they found out what happened to Talia. Rather than her being alive and injured, she died. Lane eventually came to pick her up and put in a new sarcophagus that I placed inside the church I had been planning to build for a while. Lane put Talia to rest inside the church. And then Lane gave her final words about Talia. How she was never the perfect person. She was a good person. She was never perfect before coming to this colony. The only person that didn't participate was Clav, which I don't know what he was doing at the time. Right after the burial, Clav decided he'd be the leader. We recently produced some infantry webbing which we gave to the tree person that I forgot the name of. I should really read that. Another raid had came. I was getting annoyed by how many raids there were. I was about to turn off Rimworld, which they eventually got to our defenses and we promptly kicked their ass. After a strenuous fight, we eventually beaten them. To only learn another group of them, of the Prussians, had wandered into the area and were looking to fight us. I don't know why, but the Prussians seem to have an agenda about wiping us out. It's almost like we betrayed them and were really angry that they stole our food, so technically they betrayed us. I don't know how you'll see it, but through my eyes, they betrayed us. A faction assault arrived where two factions were fighting each other. The tribals did beat up the pig people. It turns out one of the pig people were actually sisters to one of our colonists, which was a big oopsie. Up because there's a bunch of mental breaks after they executed all of the pig people, which did take a while because there were tribals using spears as melee weapons. Eventually got to the point where we had to make a flag to be noticeable to the other people. Let them know that the mighty force of Clav, the militia, is coming. I eventually went with a flame and a blue background. I started building a new bedroom for Clavdia and Lane because they actually romanced each other. Then we began making slaves' quarters next to it. For no purpose at all. We eventually found the perfect slave for these quarters. His name was Gerbil. Gerald? I don't know, the screen's pretty small from where I'm seeing it. We captured him and then forced him to do stone cutting. Goal's brother had actually arrived, and he agreed to join us in our militia, which Goal happily obliged. Lane bought some new Corsair armor from the trader. Dweeb had died in the most recent. The Prussians had claimed another veteran of the Clavdia militia, which made us more and more angry at the Prussians, and our agenda switched from conquering this area to killing the Prussians. We gathered around to say our final goodbyes to Dweeb after we cleaned the area. I don't know why I don't point. Shadow was actually becoming Goal's apprentice. I think Shadow is trying to make I think Goal was trying to make Shadow in his image as like a father figure. So that's how fathers are. They have to try to make them in your image. After a long funeral, Goal was the last one to stay with Dweeb's carcass, saying his final goodbyes to his best friend. We eventually managed to enslave Gerald, but he went and took one of the glasses we had just recently made and put it on. For people who want to know how to make custom raids, you really need character editor, as I have been doing. And in my series that's coming out soon, definitely not advertising another series, it's called 100 Days in the Future, where I use character editor and make bosses. Another faction contention had arrived, but this time it's between the French and the Itkin. I don't know how to say their name. Their name's complicated. Well, the French were actually shooting at them for a while, so they eventually decided to go and attack the French, because French, ew. The French were, yeah. Goal was actually teaching Shadow as to be his apprentice. Goal is becoming a father figure to Shadow, for those who clearly can't see it from my videos. Another Prussian raid had come by, but for some reason one of the raiders were naked. We promptly kicked their ass and killed them all. I don't know why I had Lane stand out in the open. A bunch of tribals actually had come to help us with a bunch of the bugs nearby, which, grateful. We began a strip mining operation and used the slave to strip mine for us, gives free resources, you know, where I get that grind on. A bunch of Gila monsters actually had come out to help kill us, and our visitors had chosen to stay with us for free labor. In exchange, we wouldn't kill them. They actually helped us kill all the Gila monsters, and eventually they left. Now this is where I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.